It's Tuesday, October 10th, 2017. I'm meteorologist Beau Dodson. We do have some thunderstorms in the forecast today. Now, we've had some very heavy rain this morning. Matter of fact, some areas have picked up 3, 4, almost 5 inches of rain since the wee hours of the morning. The heaviest rain is falling over portions of Alexander, Pulaski County, and southern Illinois, and northwestern portions of Ballard County in western Kentucky. We just move over this area and we'll see how much rain is falling. You see over 4 inches near Mounds, Illinois, 3 to 4 inches near Olmsted. You move back here towards the center, about an inch of rain or so. Move up here to Joppa, Illinois, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain. Extreme northwestern McCracken County as well has received over an inch of rain, some spots maybe 2 inches. Heaviest rains, though, have been down here in Alexander and Pulaski counties, where quite a bit of this area here has had 3 to 4 inches of rain. Where you see these red colors, that's 3 inches. These darker maroon colors, over 4 inches of rain. Now, flash flood warnings were issued for portions of these counties over the last few hours. If you run into some water over the roadways, maybe avoid that area, find a different route. Stay safe today. We don't want anyone to have their car swept into the water. Now, we will have shower and thunderstorm chances as we move through today, and we may even see a few heavy thunderstorms. Let's take a look at a few parameters. Let's take a look at the CAPE number. Now, CAPE is basically energy for thunderstorms. Usually, CAPE builds as the day wears on. When the clouds clear out, sun heats the surface of the earth, and we get that lift in the atmosphere. And CAPE is basically energy. The more CAPE you have, the more intense thunderstorms can be. Now, we look at these CAPE numbers. I put them in motion through the morning hours here, and we'll go up here and we'll see, move to the latest image. And you can see some CAPE numbers over 1,000 now in extreme south central Missouri into northeast Arkansas. That's sufficient for some strong thunderstorms. We move back here in southern Missouri. You see 1,100, 1,200 joules. And then as you move into these lighter colors, the amount of CAPE continues to decrease. Now, for severe thunderstorms this time of the year, anything above 1,000 is certainly sufficient. And we do have wind shear also today. Wind shear is a change of speed or direction as you move higher up into the atmosphere. We do have some spin in the atmosphere today. The big question, however, is will thunderstorms redevelop later this afternoon? Will we have any sunshine that will allow temperatures to rise and instability to build? Let's move over here and let's take a look at the visible satellite imagery for this morning. And I'll put this in motion as well. We'll give it just a second. So we put this in motion. You can see visible satellite doesn't work when the sun is not shining. So this begins dark and then you see the clouds appear. That's why. What we want to look at here is any clearing, because the clearing is where we get that heating instability builds. And we look at visible satellite, you see thick clouds over southern Illinois, western Kentucky, broken clouds over northwest Tennessee, these darker areas, that's where some sun is shining. And then watch this as we move back into south central Missouri, down into the Little Rock area. This dark area right here, that's sunshine. So we have a window of opportunity for heating to occur later today. And as this moves north and east, we may see some sun over parts of southern Illinois, west Kentucky, southeast Missouri, down here into Tennessee, as this moves off to the east-northeast. But notice right behind it, area of low pressure in here, counterclockwise, we're pulling those clouds back around that area of low pressure, and so clouds return quickly behind this area of sunshine. Your cold front's right about in here. As this moves north-northeast, we may see some sun, and that will help instability build just a little bit. We'll see how it goes. This is a what I call a conditional severe weather risk today. What does that mean? It means that without CAPE, we probably are not going to experience severe weather. But if we get some heating, if CAPE builds, then we'll have a window of opportunity between 3 p.m. and say 9 p.m. for some of the thunderstorms to become severe with damaging winds, hail, even an isolated tornado risk. We'll just have to see how much CAPE builds as we move through the afternoon hours. Let's take a look at the HRRR model HRRR. Now, this is futurecast radar. What radar might look like later today. We'll start off here. I'll start it at the 12 p.m. noon hour, and we see showers and thunderstorms pushing off to our east across parts of west Kentucky, still some in southeast Illinois perhaps. That will be moving away. What we'll want to watch for is back here in Arkansas, Missouri, to see if some additional thunderstorms develop. And as we move through the afternoon, I'll just move forward here and we'll stop at about 3 p.m. And the HRRR model does develop a band of thunderstorms, broken band of thunderstorms, possibly some supercells in here near St. Louis, down into southeast Missouri, back here towards Poplar Bluff. And this line here is what we will watch for possibly some severe thunderstorms later today. A marginal risk, a low-end risk for now. If we were to have more heating and more CAPE, this would be a more serious situation. With that said, of course, any severe thunderstorm is a concern, so we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe a watch, maybe some warnings later today. We'll keep moving through here, 4 o'clock. We'll stop here at 5 o'clock, and you see thunderstorms, some intense storms from Memphis up here towards Sikeston, north of Cape Girardeau, and then into southwest Illinois, wrapping around here near the St. Louis area. Here's your cold front. Here's your area of low pressure. Rain and storms wrapping around that area of low pressure. If this was wintertime, we would be having snow up here in northwest Missouri and Iowa, just not quite cold enough yet for any snow to be spoken of. We'll keep moving forward here, and we move into the evening hours, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and you see how those thunderstorms continue to move off to the east. Now, as we lose the heating of the day, these thunderstorms will diminish. So once the sun goes down, we'll lose that heating. CAPE numbers will start to drop, and the risk for severe weather will lower as well. We'll keep moving through the overnight hours here, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and you see how the thunderstorms are diminishing, 11 o'clock, and then midnight, most of the activity out of the area. That leaves us with some clouds, wraparound clouds on Wednesday. Much cooler temperatures. Now, we've had a streak of 80s over the past week or so, probably only going to be in the upper 60s to lower 70s, especially where clouds remain on Wednesday. I'll keep an eye on this afternoon. Maybe some severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe a severe thunderstorm watch. We'll just have to see how much instability builds in our local area.